You might not realize it, but right now, there's a war being fought for the most valuable territory on Earth. And that's the space right between your ears. It's a conflict that's not being fought with bombs and bullets, but with data and our own emotions. And you know where the front line is? It's the screen you're looking at, right this very second.
Look, this isn't some sci-fi fantasy. This quote, right here, it nails the new reality perfectly. It's this quiet, invisible war happening behind every screen, where our personal data is the ammunition and our feelings, well, our feelings are the targets. The stakes couldn't be higher.
So the big question is, how on earth did we get here? How did our own minds become the new battlefield? Well, the story starts in a place that's actually surprisingly familiar, the world of advertising. All right, so let's get into it. This first section is all about a huge shift in the way influence works. We've moved way beyond just trying to persuade people. We're now in the age of something much deeper and way more subtle, conditioning. Think about it. Old school ads with their catchy slogans, they were aiming for your conscious mind. They wanted you to believe something. But this new conditioning is a whole different beast. It uses AI and your body's own data to just bypass your conscious brain entirely. It's not designed to make you think something, it's designed to make you feel something and to shape what you do on a primal biological level.
And what's wild is how fast this all happened. Back in the early 2000s, marketers were figuring out that, hey, people don't always say what they mean or even know what they truly want. So that led to neuromarketing, actually measuring subconscious reactions. But the real game changer, the moment everything went into overdrive, was in the late 2000s when they brought AI into the mix.
See, they weren't looking for our opinions anymore. Nope, they were after raw biological signals. Where do your eyes linger on a screen? What makes your heart rate speed up, even just a little? What tiny involuntary muscles twitch in your face when you see something? This data told them what our bodies craved, even when our conscious minds had absolutely no clue. And this is where it gets incredibly powerful. It's a field called affective computing, and it basically gives machines the ability to read our emotions in real time. An algorithm could now see a tiny flicker of interest in your eyes, and boom, instantly change what's on your screen to keep you hooked. This wasn't just about testing ads anymore, this was automated emotional engineering.
So think about it for a second. Once you can engineer emotion to sell a product, it's a pretty short leap to selling an idea, right? Or maybe even an entire ideology. And that is exactly what happened next.
The whole process was just repurposed. The same tech that could identify your craving for a soda could now be used to pinpoint your deepest fears, your hidden biases, your greatest hopes. By mapping out these emotional soft spots, it became possible to target people not just as consumers, but as citizens. And you could start to shape the behavior of entire populations. And this isn't just some abstract theory. We saw this play out in the real world with firms like Cambridge Analytica. They showed, without a doubt, that this kind of psychographic profiling, which was built for selling stuff, could be turned into a powerful political weapon, targeting individual voters with messages that were precision engineered to set off very specific emotional responses. And today, this goes way beyond politics. It now has an official military name: cognitive warfare. Yeah, military and intelligence strategists now officially see the human mind as a domain of conflict, just like land, sea, or air.
Now, I know this might all sound like something happening in some far-off military lab or in these high-stakes political campaigns, but the front line of this war is so much closer than you think. It's in your pocket, it's on your wrist.
Every single day, your personal devices are turning your body into a live sensor network. That smartwatch, it's reading your stress levels. Your phone? Yep, it can track your eye movements. Social media platforms are analyzing every single pause, every flick of your thumb, how fast you scroll. It is all data, and you better believe it's all being used.
Okay, just picture this. You're scrolling through your feed, and for just a fraction of a second, you pause.
Instantly, the system registers that hesitation. It has no idea why you paused, but it doesn't need to. It just knows that you paused. It's a signal. And in the blink of an eye, your feed changes. The system starts showing you more of whatever it was that made you hesitate, constantly refining its approach to keep you emotionally hooked, whether that feeling is joy or anger or fear. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple, incredibly powerful principle. An emotional mind is an engaged mind, and an engaged mind is one that can be steered. So what's the real cost of all this? what are we actually losing here? Because it's not just about our data being collected. It's about the loss of something way more fundamental.
You know, for years, we all worried about privacy. Who has our data? What are they doing with it? But honestly, the real threat now is to our autonomy. Who or what is controlling our choices? It's not just that they know us anymore. It's that they're using what they know to manipulate us in ways we can't even see. And that right there, that is what's truly at stake. Cognitive autonomy. When your own biology, your own gut reactions, are being used to shape your reality in real time, your conscious mind basically becomes a spectator to your own decisions. The very idea of free will starts to get really blurry.
But here's the thing. There is a response starting to build. A growing movement of ethicists and lawmakers is proposing a totally new line of defense: neurorights. The idea is to create a whole new class of human rights specifically to protect our mental privacy and our freedom of thought, to basically guard the mind with the same seriousness we guard the body. We're talking about rules to stop our neural data from being sold or our emotional states from being used against us without us knowing. It's a whole new frontier for human rights.
Which leaves us with a profound and honestly a kind of scary question. When your own biology is being used against you, what does free will even mean anymore? As that line between persuasion and coercion completely vanishes, we have to decide what it means to be free in a world that knows exactly which buttons to push. And that's a question we all need to start answering, and soon.